would like us all to take a step back. And I want to provide you with a relatively focused look at the consumer side of our industry. I am pleased to report that vital signs are looking positive. People like specialty coffee, people are paying to drink specialty coffee, and because of this, our market share is strong. Now, on a personal note, I have to confess that this news really warms my heart because coffee and I go way back. Sometimes maybe we're a little bit too close. For as long as I can remember, I have been fascinated with trying to find ways to marry the two words heart and coffee. It became my Twitter handle, the name of my blog, and anyone who knows me was not surprised when I did this one Halloween. Yes, I carved my pumpkins to express my love affair with this beverage. And it actually almost turned into a Halloween costume. And I'm not going to lie, it probably still will turn into a Halloween costume. So the fact that I am here today with you to present some positivity and growth and opportunity in our industry makes me really proud. So let's dive into this and talk some data, which is also another thing besides coffee that I really love. The focus of research always stems from what we don't know. As a coffee market research analyst, I began my job last fall asking questions, lots and lots of questions. And some we knew the answers to, but others we didn't. So we decided to carve those unanswered questions into research projects, and I want to share those results with you. Now, the intention of these research projects were really to build a durable foundation of statistics and research, but also set up this platform for future data in specialty coffee. So going through the questions, we decided to begin and focus on 3 specific questions. And the first one addresses consumption. What percentage of people in the US drink specialty coffee, and what does that historical trend look like? Now, our second question addresses the retail segment. How healthy is it, and how are retailers feeling about their business as well as the industry as a whole? And our third question is actually quite a popular question. We hear this a lot in the industry, and that is, what is the dollar value of the US coffee market, and what percentage of that is specialty coffee? So let's go back to the first one and dive in a little bit more. Consumption. How do we quantify specialty coffee consumption at this time, and what data is out there? Well, we decided to collect data from National Coffee Association's annual drinking trend report. And this is a fantastic selection with over 60 years of data on consumer drinking patterns. And this report quantifies the consumer's perception of the coffee that they're drinking. So with that said, as of 2015, it shows that 31% of adults in the US drink specialty coffee daily. And this is up from about 24% 2010, 15 in 2005, and only 9 in 2000. And I really want to focus on this steep trend line here. It is really indicating sustained long-term growth and future potential. So the same report also showed the market share of specialty cups. And as of 2015, it's at a 48% market share. And you can see it sort of pulled back a little bit from 2014, but not enough to really affect this steady increasing trend line. So really, the bottom line with consumption is consumers are desiring more, better tasting coffee. The demand is there, the value is there, and the opportunity is there for us as coffee professionals to really embrace this. So our second question addressed the retail segment. How are retailers feeling in the industry? How are they feeling about their business? How are they feeling about everything as a whole? Well, the goal that we had was to create a perpetual metric that could be used to forecast and identify trends. And as a result, we developed the Specialty Coffee Retail Sentiment Index, also known as the RSI. And the RSI is an economic indicator that will reflect January and July of every year. And at a quick glance, it will reveal coffee's vitality in the retail sector. And the RSI is derived from a semi-annual retail survey that consists of only 6 questions with possible positive, negative, and neutral responses. And the difference of the percentage of the positive and negative creates our index. So our very first January 2015 reflects great positivity at a 66.5 RSI. And I want to clarify the range here. The RSI range is between a negative 100 at the lowest and a positive 100 at the highest, with 0 being our neutral. So anything really above positive 50 reflects great positivity and opportunity. So our 66.5 is a great start, and we will only get better moving forward. Or we may not, and this is going to be really useful for us regardless. Great information. So our third question, which addressed the dollar value of the US coffee market. We haven't done an analysis like this since about 2010, so it was really time to dive in, dig deeper into the financial data that's out there, place of consumption, channels, brands, segments. And we decided to collect numbers from year 2013, and our estimated value of the 2013 US coffee market is $47 to $48 billion. Now within that, the at-home value is 14.3, away from home, 33.3. So I know what you all are thinking. What percentage of this 48 billion is specialty coffee? Our results show that 54% of the total market is specialty coffee, at 25 to 26 billion. So within that 26, 4 billion at home, and almost 22 away from home. So leaving quite the large gap there. So now I want us to take another step back and look at these vital signs collectively. The 54% value share aligns with the 48% volume share. Both are healthy, increasing numbers and support the overall retail outlook at 66.5. And this really signifies growth and evidence of a strong, vibrant heartbeat on the consumer side of our industry. So what about moving forward? What is our research focus now and in the coming months? Well, from the data that we've already gathered, it's showing a consumer tolerance for a higher positioned price-value relationship. So the next question that we naturally want to ask is, what are consumers paying for their cup of coffee? And this answer will be revealed later this year in our new coffee price index. And further exploration has been taken to the roaster segment. We have partnered with Pacific Bag and Roast Magazine, and we're also working with an outside market research firm to bring you the 2015 Roaster Research Report. And the objective of this study is to determine the market size of roasters, any challenges that they're facing, and also to determine some comparative financial benchmark information. So with all this information and data that I've just given you, you're probably wondering, what now? How can you and your personal position in this coffee world take this home and analyze and take action? Well, here today to explore further implications of this research and to give some insight on some action, I would like to introduce the VP of Food Service and Hospitality at Royal Cup Coffee, Ben Pitts.
Good morning, and thank you, Heather. Nice work. Your data does align. The heartbeat is strong. Consumption is growing, retail sentiment is positive, and the dollar value of specialty is up. Now, we in the coffee business have had access to the best coffees every day for a long time, and today, thanks to the growth of specialty, more consumers everywhere have that same opportunity. And the business has been growing steadily, really rapidly for the past 5 years, to the point now where cup share of specialty is right at 50%, and the dollar value in the U.S. is over 50% at 54%. This is truly great news. But how do we use this research? How do we interpret it for the benefit of our businesses? I won't pretend to understand your business or what you're trying to accomplish in your coffee world every day, but as a roaster and seller of coffees into the away-from-home market, there are a few opportunities that we see that have been created by specialty, and I just wanted to touch on a few of those briefly as takeaways from the SCAA research. First of all, product development and marketing for higher selling prices. Second, the opportunity for increased penetration of certain channels and market segments. And third, the continuing expansion of coffee houses. Many in the industry have been for a long time seizing opportunities that specialty has created to develop these coffee products and marketing strategies that are yielding higher selling prices. Higher selling prices with only marginally higher cost mean higher margins for everyone, ultimately including the coffee farmer. These people are decommoditizing their business, and they're focusing on sectors that want to deliver a special coffee experience, or at least a better coffee experience for consumers in those places. We have an opportunity as well, maybe even a responsibility, to grow consumption in our customers' place of business, and we must maintain and grow this consumption or they will lose their business. And we know that there's a real divide between a traditional or commercial and a genuine specialty coffee experience. We've got the ability to illuminate some of these market segments and help those customers, and particularly those wholesale customers, bring better coffees to consumers where they are and where they want to be served. The U.S. coffee market research data presented by Heather and that you have on your flash drive shows significant opportunity because there are several market segments that are underserved by the specialty market, by the specialty sector. Now, this slide looks similar to some of the ones that Heather put up there, but it's actually the reverse. This $20 billion U.S. specialty market opportunity is the non-specialty business that we have in the U.S. And despite the success and a lot of the progress made by major coffee brands and the purveyors of single serve, it's a terrific opportunity. And it's split equally, really, between at home and away from home, $10 billion each. So is there a vision or some coffee nirvana where specialty is penetrating the mainstream, where you might see a barista offering up specialty coffees in a diner or waffle shop? Now, probably not in my career, but who knows? I know what some of you are thinking. This guy's contaminating the business by encouraging the mainstream to embrace specialty. Fair enough. Then let's go to specialty coffee retailers. If coffee houses are the domain for specialty coffee, where is the opportunity? When you have a chance to dive into the files and the research that Heather has provided, you will see, as I did, that there is a $4 to $5 billion opportunity in the coffee house segment. And this is after backing out the largest coffee house retailers. This represents a tremendous market that is attractive to equipment manufacturers, makers of accessories, green coffee people, coffee roasters, allied products, consulting, training services, and more. But how do we make it work? Well, for one thing, I heard there was a trade show going on in town this weekend, and maybe some buyers and sellers will be getting together over at the convention center. But really, the opportunity is the continued expansion of coffee houses, and it will occur. The consumer appeal and demand is there. A positive economic environment coupled with low interest rates virtually assure it. But who will grow? Will it be the multi-unit operator, or will it be the independent coffee house? And there's some conflicting information, or at least there was for me, when I got into the retailer sentiment index, into some of the detail on that, because there was a lot of optimism expressed by the retailers for their businesses going forward. But when it came to questions and answers about expansion, it really represented kind of a low bar for me, because there weren't as many comments as I would have liked to have seen. And going forward, I hope to hear more about expansion of the independent and regional coffee houses, as well as the multi-unit players to capitalize and continue to spread specialty coffee to consumers everywhere. So, what does this mean for us? Well, for me, these are just a few of the takeaways from the SCAA research. I would encourage you to go deeper into the information, bring in data, research that you have access to from other sources, and develop a fuller picture from your perspective of the industry, identifying additional trends and growth opportunities. If you're a roaster, I would encourage you to participate in the roaster survey that's now open and is online and is up on the symposium website. In our business, and I'm talking now about the business that pays the bills for me and feeds my family, it's a challenge for us to get restaurants and food and beverage people to treat coffee the same as they do fine food. This research for me will help deliver the message that quality sourcing, careful preparation, an expert staff, served with pride are all critical to delivering the kind of coffee experience that consumers are expecting more and more today. And the importance of the role that we all play, coffee farmers, coffee roasters, other coffee professionals, the barista community, in continuing to deliver that experience. So I look forward to more research from the SCAA, more analysis, engaging conversation to help us grow the business and our coffee community together. Thank you very much.